Hey y'all, how's it going? I'm trading the ES futures on a 2000 tick chart with a 21 EMA. So I've got the overnight high up here and the overnight low down here. These are our key levels for the day. And I started trading at 7:30 Central Time, which is this area right here just before this push on up. And so right when I started trading, I put the overnight high level right here because this was the current overnight high at the time. Of course, the overnight session lasts until the market opens, which is at 8:30 Central Time. And so any price action before 8:30 is considered in the overnight session. And so if you push out of the overnight high and form a very clear swing, and it's all within the overnight session, then you have to raise the overnight high. And so when we pushed out right here, I knew that I was going to have to raise the overnight high. But then, as we pushed up, we made the swing. Somehow I just completely forgot to do it. We pushed lower here. And so I forgot to raise the overnight high at first, and we pushed lower, and then because of this range right here, forming this resistance support right here, it looks like it was bouncing off the overnight high, so it looked like the overnight high was right here, and so, I just a simple mistake, forgot about it, and then we were reacting to it, so I kind of treated it as if this was the overnight high for a bit. I noticed at like 9 or 9:30, like 9:15 or something, and then, then I fixed it. And so anyway, we push up here. I'm going to move the overnight high to where it should be. And it didn't really affect anything, having the overnight high in the wrong place for a little bit. Sometimes it can affect stuff, but in this case it didn't. We have this spike up right here in a two-legged break. So measured two-legged break. When an uptrend gets a break, you can expect prices to attempt a new high. It's the third bounce off this key entry point. And this range low isn't confirmed, but it's very clearly sideways. We're, EMA is flat, up, down. So it's clearly in a range right here, off the lows, off this key entry point once again, while expecting a new high for the uptrend. So it looks great to look for a long here. Unfortunately, I missed out on this because I was AFK at the time. And, just for a few minutes, I was AFK and missed out on that. And, considering that at the time, I had my overnight high level incorrectly down here, I probably would have been like, oh my God, and it's off the overnight high, even though it wasn't, but, So you're probably going to run into that at some point during your trading where you draw the overnight high level somewhere and then price reacts to it, and then later you realize, oh wait, that's still not the overnight high level. So, just simple mistakes, not a big deal. But anyway, so we push on up here. It looks great for 1-to-1 just to get out of, at the highs here. And we make this new high. So now this uptrend is played out with two-legged break and a push to a new high. And so this uptrend is considered played out. And when that happens, you can expect price to attempt to reverse. And so when we reverse down here, we just rush on down below the EMA. This would have been a great place for a failed second entry if we had gotten something to set up with room to this trend line right here. And so unfortunately, we don't get anything that sets up, with room. We just get this very sharp push down. We bounce. There's no way you would want to go long here either, because once again, you just made a new high and you can expect a reversal. And if you can expect a reversal, you don't want to be immediately buying against the direction of the reversal you're expecting, especially when you only have one attempt, because price makes two attempts for basically everything, magnets, reaching trend lines and breaking out. And so you can expect two attempts to reverse, and you only have one sharp leg here, so you could tick higher and easily make a second leg down. And so anyway, we push on up here, we basically make this quad top right here, and then we push lower, so now we have these two legs down. And considering this first leg was all within this channel right here, and then they basically made a quad top, I actually started this measured move from this part right here because it was just close enough anyway, basically a quad top. We make these two spikes down, forming this wider channel. And so anyway, at this point right here, though, when we did have, let me draw it how it was at first. So, at first I drew this out. We have this two-legged move, and then it started finding resistance at these lows. If we pushed above the EMA, we could have gotten a failed second entry and absolutely looked for a long here because, once again, we would already have two attempts to reverse down at that point with the measured move met. So if we hold back above, we can look to enter long. But, we get very choppy and we just break out. And so we get these two legs down right here. And so considering, like I said, this was basically a quad top. This first leg down was within this uptrend. What I did was I removed that and then just drew this measured move starting from there. And I believe that is accurate. So two legs down right here, forming this wider channel. And then here we get this break. So now this downtrend has a break. And just like from over here, like I was saying, when an uptrend gets a break, we can expect price to make a new high. When a downtrend gets a break, we can expect price to attempt a new low. And So, and this is going to get into price action levels as well here and how they get bigger. So here we have this downtrend, then this spike out, push lower, and another spike up. So this is a two-legged break. So the downtrend has a two-legged break, and we can expect prices to attempt a new low. Now, this is all closing within this uptrend right here. You know, it's like right into it, so you don't want to enter on that. You know, even though it can look tempting, two-legged break and a sharp bear bar, it's still all into this uptrend. This is not ideal. And so nothing there. We push on lower here. We make this new low. And so I just want to show here, downtrend has a break, and then first attempt lower, second attempt lower. So you have this downtrend has two attempts at a new low right here. It successfully made a new low, basically forming a triple bottom right here with 1, 2, 3 bounces forming that triple bottom. And so, you know, the downtrend has played out, which means we can expect a reversal, especially given it's just made a triple bottom, clearly finding support, and then a very strong reaction. So that's why I like this so much right here. And so when we push up here, I do want to show, like I was saying, price action levels get bigger as more time goes on. So as we make those two attempts lower, and then it reverses, that reversal higher forms a bigger picture two-legged break. And so I'm just going to make it easier to visualize here. So now we have this downtrend, two-legged break, and then we can expect a new low on a bigger picture. So just like we had this two-legged break on a small picture, attempt at a new low here, you know, we attempted to reverse higher. That reversal higher gave us a bigger picture two-legged break with the expectation of making a new low on a bigger picture. So which leads to this right here. I do like this. I do like this right here, but once again, I was distracted during this time. I was AFK for a bit, you know, which sucks because, you know, the volume has been lower lately, but today had great volume, you know, especially for December. And so, you know, I didn't like how there was two missed trades today, but anyway. You know, now one bad thing about this, so I do want to point out because this can get confusing. So we have, from here, we have two legs down already. So that's not a good sign for going short. If you want to go short and you get two legs down and then push above, that's not a good sign. Now, we ticked higher and are rushing back below here. Now, the reason I like it is because even though with these two legs down, that's not good, but on a big picture, once again, you have a big picture two-legged break. And so you can expect a new low for this downtrend. And it's a failed second entry. You know, not perfect because of the measured move being met and all, but considering that this is basically a, you know, let me clarify really quick. When I said failed second entry, I meant from here, we have first entry long, second entry long, failure. Now, it's not ideal for a failed second entry to have a measured move met within it. That's just not the best way for them to set up. Now, on a bigger picture, though, you have another failed second entry. So starting from here, you have first entry long, second entry long, and then failure right here, and then this is just a continuation of the failure. And so I don't mind that, I don't mind that it has a smaller picture measured move met. There's way too much bigger picture stuff for me to care. But, you know, once again, I unfortunately missed out on this, and this is a great looking short. So, you know, it's just too bad. And then, you know, what makes it even more painful and annoying is that there's a no fill after that. So, you know, whatever, not a big deal. Some days are just like that. You're going to miss a trade, and then get no filled, you know, whatever. We push on lower here. We break out of the lows. And so at this point, the downtrend has a break and a new low on a bigger picture. And so you can expect a reversal at this point. We really just went into this range, got very sideways and choppy. We push back up. We fade back in. We can absolutely look for a reversal pattern in this area. We can look to get in on going long to reverse. And so we push up here, we get the spike up, leg up, push down, we start making a second leg up. So we're clearly getting two legs up right here. And then on the second leg, closing very much on its high. But you do have to consider that there is a range right here. And so, you know, I used the limit order. Unfortunately, that caused me to not get filled. But, you know, anyway, I do like that there. We push on up, find some resistance near the high, push out, we fade back in already. And so, you know, we have this. Push out, fade back in. This would have been a great place for a failed second entry, a reversal pattern. So just push below, the sharp push down, two legs back, retesting the range high here. Great place to look for a short, but it just plummets on down instead. So anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I hope it helped out in some way, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.